Welcome to the PS Factor. I am Richard Cuff, and I am so glad to have you join us for this segment and my special guest, Vinzanna Leysath. She's the CEO of Training on Wheels, and it sounds fun. We're going to get to know everything that Training on Wheels is all about. Vinzanna, the one thing that you told me was that you can teach skills, but you can't teach character.
Absolutely.
So let's talk about that.
All right. So as a CEO and employee myself, I realize that too, that the people that you want to be in your organization are people that are loyal, trustworthy, that come to work,
Yes.
little things,
Like Boy Scouts.
just little things. So why don't we focus on that?
Mhm.
Why don't we focus on people that actually want to work? And then where I come in is I can teach them the skill that they need to work. I can't teach them to come to work on time, but I could teach them Excel to get the job done.
Absolutely. So then is there a particular set of skills that you want to focus on, or are you like broad in general?
No, it's a specific type of skill, so professional development skills specifically in technology.
Mhm.
So our focus at Training on Wheels is Microsoft Office, and you can't live without it.
Yes.
You just can't. From the construction worker to McDonald's,
Exactly.
you can't. So our focus is on making sure that your employees, your team are equipped with the knowledge that they need to get the work done, because technology is not going anywhere. And we want to help them get it done efficiently.
Now, most small businesses,
Mhm.
the mindset of the small entrepreneur is I can do it all myself. I don't need training. Something like Training on Wheels is not for me. Would you say that they are correct, or they're not the ones that should be focused on this, or they should be on the phone with you like right now?
You should be calling them right now, right now. So I'll say this to start off with. Training on Wheels is 5 years old, and we have thankfully been able to be a six-figure business using technology. So I'm not telling you what someone has told me.
Mhm.
I'm telling you that I actually utilize Microsoft Word, Excel, and PowerPoint every day to run my business.
Tell me this: if I'm always amazed that somebody can show me something that Microsoft software can do that you didn't know it could do, like a shortcut or this or that. What's probably one of the most mind-blowing shortcuts or things in Microsoft that's right there in front of you that the average person might not know you can do?
There is a feature actually on your computer using your mouse and your keyboard that allows you to zoom in and out.
Get out!
Yeah, let me tell you, as you get old, they don't tell you.
Hey!
Apparently this gets older too, your eyes.
Yeah, and I forgot my glasses, so that right there, that's what, so how do we do that?
All right, so you hold down, I'm going to pretend, guys. Keyboard here, we hold down the control key, that's CTRL, and just scroll up with your mouse. And no matter what program you're on, it's going to expand. So, like on your phone, you would take your two fingers
Yes.
and make it wide. Well, that's what you're doing on the computer.
All this time I've been going over looking for the little zoomy thingy, and it just
need.
expands. This expands the whole screen.
Whole screen. And if you want to make it smaller, you just scroll down. So to make it bigger, you scroll. See?
That right there was worth. Listen, y'all. Okay, Vinzanna, let's talk about this. The PS factor is your level of conscious awareness of your natural God-given ability to attract a successful outcome in any given situation. Most people think of the law of attraction. Everybody knows the law of attraction, but the law of attraction doesn't just automatically work. It's kind of like the law of gravity. It's working for everybody, right? But if I can ride those laws the right way, I can fly a 10-ton airplane by using these laws, even against the law of gravity. What is it that you would say is your secret sauce for success? The thing that you know that you're doing and that you're consciously aware that you're doing it to bring success in your business?
What I know through God that I'm doing is I'm teaching a transferable skill. So the skill that you are learning works for you as a mother. It works for you if you're in the church. It works for you if you own your business, if you work a corporate 9-to-5 job. I'm very big on what we learn is not for your business. It's not for the job. And you know why? Because when you learn for those things, you forget it. But if you learn for you, if you
Wow.
learn this for you, you want to develop yourself because Vinzanna needs development, you can apply these skills anywhere.
So that would apply, obviously. We talked earlier about the one man who
Mm-hmm.
felt the small company, but that certainly applies for this major CEO that a lot of times I talk to CEOs who have challenges, and it's amazing that people actually think that somebody that has a business that's doing 10, $15 million, they could not possibly have challenges. But it's also possible that that person could feel like the training is for everybody else in my company and not for me. That
How you know what they doing?
so you're saying it's important then for you to, as the CEO, to know this and to know that that transferable skill
That's right.
is being imparted into you, that you can pass it on to your team.
Absolutely.
So if I were to bring you into my company, the goal would be for you to come in and teach me so that I can better transfer these skills throughout my company.
So it depends on the company. A lot of companies bring me in to teach their team. So the idea behind Training on Wheels is that I literally come to you. And we talked about that, coming to you where you are intellectually and physically. So I'm coming into your team instead of you sending your team somewhere else. You don't know what's going on. We have a conversation. What does your team need? What's not working?
You are one of the things that you mentioned, and it reminds me that I really need to talk. We need to talk to those who are inspired by you to start their own business, to do their own thing. There's some people that say, "Wow, I have these skills that I've been using at this job. I don't like the job. I'm ready to start my own business." You mentioned the idea behind Training on Wheels. What was that idea that made you say 5 years ago, it's time for me to do this?
Well, coincidentally, I'm not the norm. I didn't want to be an entrepreneur.
Mm,
I was okay with the 9 to 5. My background is being a university professor, and I was an IT trainer. And what happened is my family and I made a faith move to Jacksonville. Knew no one,
wow.
and this is where we felt led to be. And I could not find a job. I have all these, I call them the alphabet soup behind my name,
Yes.
all this paper that says that I'm good. And I was like, you know what? I'm contracting for these companies, and they're not teaching people skills that they need. They teach from a book.
Mm,
The book is a resource. When you leave me, you should be going to the book,
sure.
right? I saw that that was missing, like someone that actually, I care. I literally care. And maybe it was because of my experience as a professor at HBCU, and I was taught to care about my
Right.
students, right? So for me, it was just, what don't you see and what can you do about it? And the solution was Training on Wheels. And my husband surprised me with my logo, and poof.
There you go. You've got it. You've got the business. A lot. Believe it or not, and I just want to. I got to talk to the entrepreneurs in the audience here because a lot of the work that I do is with those who are trying to take a vision and write it down, make it plain. And you're making two very clear distinctions. That there's what you have in the book. In the moment, for whatever reason, when you said the book, I thought about the Bible.
Mhm.
And a lot of people look to the Bible to sort of tell them what should be in them as character. And I often, one of my trainings, I say adversity builds character.
That's right.
But you can't teach character, but you can teach a skill.
Come on. No, 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 don't. Praise break.
Okay, that's exactly. So when what is it about the teaching of a skill that excites you the most?
The aha moment. The moment that just happened a few minutes ago when I told you to press control
Yeah.
and to
I'm going
scroll.
home and try that.
Oh,
You know.
okay. And the aha moment that I get it. And it's not hard. When people hear the word technology, because it's such a, I fall under the technology industry, and that's such a broad word. And people get scared. I hate technology. I don't like it.
Yes,
Why?
exactly.
Why?
Well, listen, what we're going to do is this, is I am going to make certain to do everything within my power to get you before the audience and where we can meet and do workshops and everything else. And guys, you're going to remember this name, Vinzanna Leysath. And with Training on Wheels. Now, how can we get in contact with you?
All right, very easy. www.trainingonwheels.com. And our phone number is 304-WE-TRAIN.
There we go.
304 We Train, and of course social media. Our platform is Training on Wheels.
So trainingonwheels.com, 304 We Train.
We Train.
Vinzanna Leysath with Training on Wheels. And remember, you press control and you roll that little scroll thing up and down and to make the screen bigger. That's my aha moment. Vinzanna, thank you so much for joining me for the PS Factor, guys. The PS Factor will be you'll be able to find us at the PS Factor on Facebook and Instagram and Twitter, all the other spots, and you'll be able to find all the links to how to get in contact with us. If you want information on any of the guests, just be sure to holler at me, and I'll make certain to get back and, as my friends say, slide up in my DMs. And, and I'll get you the information you need. Till next time, I'm Richard Cuff. This has been the PS Factor. Remember, only love will reverse the hate.